And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. That's into the hands of Edwards.
Edwards a first down and more.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play there for the Raiders.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
Jacobs.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs punching it in from a yard away. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front.
So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to inside the 5-yard line or so, gain some field position for your defense.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the bootleg, Jackson. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie from TCU, Trayvon Merritt.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
And Carr's throw complete here to Waller.
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here's Jacobs.
He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Second down and goal. Carr. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
We dominate today.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now it's Jackson. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw taken in by Watkins here.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
From the gun on third down, Jackson.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left.
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman
with his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Carr now on first down. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season, as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. Play action. It's Jackson. Looking deep downfield.
Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen.
First First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 27, Carr. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. On 2nd and goal, Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Carr. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Jackson on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Throwing now is Carr. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Patrick Queen
able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a 3rd and long after that sack.
Back to throw. Carr. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
And the Ravens will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Once again, it's Jacobs. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll make it 2nd down. Here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Ravens are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Jackson now to return.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Big things today, baby. Big things today, y'all.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Carr. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he's brought down.
No tight end had more catches in 2020 than Darren Waller with 107. The 3rd most by a tight end in history. Maybe we should just take the label off and call him an outstanding receiver.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw his car. He's going to let this one go deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Jonathan Abram picks it, and he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Carr now to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
On play action, it's Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Josh Jacobs
with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.